Hello everyone. In this video, I'm going to talk about writing an essay. I'm going to explain the main parts of an essay, and then we will practice making an essay together with all of the main parts. An essay. What is an essay? An essay is a group of paragraphs that discuss a certain topic. So when you write an essay, you have to write at least 3 paragraphs. It cannot be only 1 paragraph. Why 3? I will explain later when we talk about the parts of an essay. But remember, when writing an essay, you have to talk only about one topic, a certain topic. Right. Now let's talk about the main parts of an essay. There are basically 3 main parts of an essay: the introductory paragraph, the body paragraph, and the concluding paragraph. This is why I've taught you that you should write at least 3 paragraphs. Okay, 1 introductory paragraph, 1 body paragraph, and 1 concluding paragraph. No less than 3, but it can be more than 3. Now let's see the explanation one by one. Starting from the introductory paragraph. The introductory paragraph consists of 2 parts. The first one is general statements, and the next one is thesis statement. What are the difference between general statements and thesis statements? General statements is how we begin the introductory paragraph. It is an attention grabber. This is the first thing that the reader will read, so it must grab the reader's attention. It basically talk about the background informations before you talk about the specific topic. That's why you have to talk from a very general ideas to the most specific ones. And then you come into the last one here, the thesis statement. Thesis statement is the last sentence in the paragraph because this is the most specific. It states the topics that are going to be discussed in the next paragraph. That's why it lists the subtopics of the main topic. And then it will also tell us the methods of organization in the body. It will tell us the order of writing the body paragraphs, the next part. Alright, so we are going to start our practice in making the essay. So I have already prepared this table for us to understand more easily. This is the parts, the main parts of the essay. And then the next one, this is the subpart of the main parts. And then the last column is the composition, the sample of the paragraph. Now the introductory paragraph. So the general statements I have already put as here. It means that you should have more than 1 general statement. Okay, write around 3 to 4 sentences from general until the more specific ones. Okay, the most specific will be on the thesis statement, which is the last sentence in the introductory paragraph. Now let's see my example here. I have 1, 2, and 3 sentences as the general statements from the very general idea about health, and then what people do for their healthy body and mind, and then their immunity to certain disease. So it's getting more specific until lastly the thesis statement. This is the most specific one. It talks specifically about a virus which is trending right now, okay, COVID-19. To make it easier for us to see, I will highlight the general statements. I'll change into white with black background. Okay, and then here in the paragraph the same. Okay, now you can see which ones are the general statements. As for the thesis statement, I'm going to make it yellow in background. Okay, now you can see clearly the introductory paragraph starts with the general statements and ends with the thesis statement. Thesis statement is the last sentence. Okay, the next part is the body paragraph. Before we start practicing, let's listen to the explanation first. Body paragraph consists of 3 parts, just like the common paragraph structure: the topic sentence, the supporting sentence or sentences, and the concluding sentence. Topic sentence describe the topic of the paragraph. Okay, so each paragraph will only talk about 1 subtopic in an essay. And then later, the supporting sentences will support the topic sentence. It will explain further and give more details. And lastly, you have the concluding sentence. I put the concluding sentence separately from the topic sentence and the supporting sentences because the concluding sentence is optional. So you either put it in your essay or not put it in your essay. It's your choice. Remember that concluding sentence conclude the paragraph, okay, or restate the topic sentence. But if you don't have any concluding sentence in your body paragraph, that's fine. I'll show you in our practice right now. Before start writing the body paragraph, you have to check on your thesis statement first, because your thesis statement states the subtopics that you can put into the body paragraphs, okay? So in this thesis statement, the subtopics are: the most prominent example can be seen in the rapid spread of COVID-19, which not only affects the people's social life. So this is the first subtopic. So COVID-19 affects the people's social life. I will give blue highlights, okay? So first body paragraph, the topic sentence will be highlighted in blue. It will be COVID-19 affects the ways people live in their social environment, like in their homes, around their neighborhood, and in public places. Right, so I have made the first topic sentence for the first body paragraph. Okay, so let's make it into body paragraph 1, and let's highlight this into blue. Okay, next we go back to the thesis statement. Find out affects the people social life but also impacts their economic conditions. So COVID-19 also impacts their economic conditions. So this is the second topic, the second subtopic. I'll highlight in green. There is no any body paragraph here, so I have to make new columns. Okay, so just copy paste this and make it body paragraph 2. Okay, it's green, so change the blue into green, and let's make the topic sentence impacts their economic condition. Okay, because this paragraph is still related to the previous paragraph, you have to put some kinds of paragraph connector. Okay, in this case I will use in addition. Is that blue? Okay, let's make it green. Nice. In what do I want to write? In addition to affecting the social life. Okay, that's good. COVID-19 also economic condition, also financially impact people, especially for blue collar workers and low level employees. Alright, so we have the second topic sentence for the second body paragraph. So here the blue one, it comes first in the thesis statement, so it must be the first body paragraph. And the green one here, it comes second in the thesis statement. That's why you put it in the second body paragraph. So this is what it means by the method of organization. You cannot reverse the order because it's easier for people to read later on. Okay, now we are going to write the supporting sentences. Here, just like general statements, I put S between the parentheses, between brackets, to show that it's better for you to write more than just one sentence. make it around 3 or 4. Okay, now let's write the supporting sentence. Okay, now we have the supporting sentences for the first body paragraph. So here the supporting sentences support the topic sentence. I talk about the ways people live in their homes, in their neighborhood, and in the public places. Okay, for supporting sentences, I will give gray. Okay, the last part in body paragraph is the concluding sentence. As I've taught you before, concluding sentence is optional. That's why I will put it between brackets like this and make it italic red. Okay, now although it's optional, I will try to make it here. Okay, and let's make it red and italic. Okay, there you go. So we already have the first body paragraph. Now we are going to write the supporting sentences and the concluding sentence for the second body paragraph. Okay, so those are about the body paragraph. Now we are going to start discussing about the last part in an essay, the concluding paragraph. Let's listen to the explanation first. The concluding paragraph consists of two parts, concluding sentences and final thoughts. Concluding sentences signal the end of the essay, so it starts with the concluding signals like in brief, in short, to conclude, in conclusions, something like that. Okay, it summarizes the main points that have been discussed in the body paragraphs, but it also can be a restatement or the paraphrase of the thesis statement in the introductory paragraph. While for the final thoughts, it is the final comments given by the author. It can be in forms of opinion or suggestions. Remember not to add new ideas or informations because you still need to focus talking about the main topics of the essay. Okay, now let's practice the last part of the essay, the concluding paragraph. So here we have to make the concluding paragraph. We start with making the concluding sentence. Remember, in concluding sentence, it's better to start with a concluding signal. In this case, I will use in brief. Alright, so previously when I'm talking about the body paragraphs, I've taught you that concluding sentences are optionals. Okay, so I'm going to just take this concluding sentence to put it in the concluding paragraph. Okay, so let's just erase this. Also, okay, now you have your concluding sentence, but we have to check to avoid some kind of errors in this paragraph. To the spread of the coronavirus wherever they are, and can we use N? In brief, individuals need to be socially alert to the spread of the coronavirus wherever they are. And okay, so this is the summary of these two body paragraphs. So now you don't have the concluding sentences in each of the body paragraph, but you have the concluding sentence here. Okay, just make it one sentence because it's already quite long. For the final thoughts, you have to fill in your thoughts, your opinion, your suggestion maybe. So here I'm going to write, therefore Okay, so now we have the concluding sentences and the final thoughts. For the concluding sentence, making the concluding sentence in the concluding paragraph can also be done by paraphrasing your thesis statement. Okay, so I'll just give it a yellow highlight because the meaning is almost the same. In thesis statement, it introduced the topic, while here in the concluding paragraph, the concluding sentences summarize the topic. And the final thoughts here is this is it. Okay, so this is our essay. It's done. The essay consists of 4 paragraphs: an introductory paragraph, general statement, thesis statement, 2 body paragraphs because you have 2 topics, this blue one and the green one, and finally you close the essay with a concluding paragraph. Alright, those are the 3 main parts in an essay: the introductory paragraph, the body paragraphs, and the concluding paragraph. Hopefully it helps. Thank you.